Welcome to our webinar. We trust that all of you stay safe and healthy during this time. Today, we would like to share how the adhesive can support and can be one of the key elements of the lightweight trend on automotive. Since we are all around the globe, a script with the English version will be available. My name is Matteo Lando, and I'm the manager for Assembly Protection Solution Division in EMEA region. And with me, there is also.
Hello, my name is Jeff Chapman, and I am the Senior Field Technical Service Representative located out of Wixom, Michigan.
And today we are your presenters. What we would like to share with you is just a brief introduction about who is Parker Lord and move through the lightweight trend and how the adhesive can support it. We make some example on some specific area like body in white, tailgate, and electrical battery box. And at the end of the presentation, there will be a question and answer section, and also a recording of the presentation will be available anytime on our website. For the question and answer section, you can use the chat box or you can follow us by Twitter with the hashtag Automotive Webinar. Parker, let's start with a short introduction about Parker. Parker is a global company with more than 100 years of history. We started on the 1917 from a small office in Cleveland, and now we are serving more than 50 countries around the world with more than 3,000 product line and very close to 500,000 of customer. Our main target is really to be a collaborative partner that can deliver a solution to meet the specific design with a specific cost target with the continual improvement process. And obviously, we are able to support our customer around the globe in each location. In fact, as EPS division, we have office and plant and support on the main region close to our customer, and we can provide the same product with the same quality, with the same performance around the globe. Let's start looking the CO2 emission target that there is around the globe. How we can see the emission target level is different for each region. But what is equal is the trend. The trend is the reduced data. And it's clear that in 10 years from now, the reduction will be very, very strong. And this is important target for all of us because it can help us to preserve our future and to work on more sustainable transportation system. If you analyze on more detailed situation, it's evident that the lightweight is one of the key elements that can help the CO2 emission reduction. Just for example, for each kilogram that we can save in the car, we can reduce the CO2 emission by 0.08 grams. However, if we consider the wage increase that we can have on EV car, the lightweight will become more and more important for two main reasons: to improve the fuel economy and to increase the battery autonomy. And because of that, the adhesive is one of the key elements on this environment. In fact, we will change the standard material with new material like the high strength steel or aluminum, and also with some polymer or composite. And because of that, the adhesive will become one of the key elements. In fact, if we look in a snapshot, how will be the trend during the next 10 years, we see that the increase of usage of the lightweight material will move from 29% to 67%. And we are not talking only about high strength steel or aluminum, but also carbon fiber plastics. And all of that provide new challenge on the market. And the challenge is more related to define efficiency, joint technique, and also provide the cost saving that the more expensive material in order to compensate the more expensive material that there is on the market. And the adhesives can be the answer for this kind of challenge. Since we are talking about a different substrate, we must work with a different chemistry, and Parker can provide all of them. We can start for the MMA acrylics epoxy like Versiloc, that is very flexible and perfect for hybrid bonding like aluminum steel with a great room temperature curing profile. Or we can work on polyurethane adhesive that is very optimized for composite material and with strong compatibility with the flame plasma treatment. Or we can talking about epoxy material that is perfect when we want to work on high temperature environmental and more strong or severe environmental conditions. In terms of application, we would like to share with you some specific case that we would have analyzed in the body of white intergate spoiler on battery pack. Let's start with the closure and the specific hem adhesive that is used in this application. Here we have noted that the usage of aluminum is increasing day by day, and this increased usage of aluminum provide additional challenge. Challenge in terms of cost and challenge in terms to identify the right quality of the surface of the hood or the lift gate of the door. Version adhesive is one of the right answer to all of this challenge. Science here is a 2K adhesive, is epoxy modified acrylic that have a specific room temperature curing profile that provide the right dimensional stability, together with the high performance in terms of bonding on all the substrate available, including the stamp lubricant that is possible to use in the market. And obviously with the high durability and long-term performance stability. If we go more specific characteristics of Versiloc, my colleague Jeff can really speak on more detail on that.
Thank you, Matteo. The main Versiloc characteristic that is incorporated within the adhesive itself are the 1/4 millimeter diameter glass beads that will help reduce movement of the panels when they are finished hemming. The glass beads are able to be embedded into the metal surface and will form an immediate mechanical lock. The mechanical lock will hold the panels in dimensional shape, and you have approximately 18 minutes to accomplish this. The other feature of our Versiloc hem adhesives is the cure characteristics. As you can see on this slide, we have adequate open time of approximately 18 minutes at room temperature, and we have approximately 60 minutes handling strength time. As you can see, we have a exponential cure at this time, up to about 2 hours, when the adhesive becomes about 85% cured. After that, it's able to go into the E-coat oven.
Yes, thanks, Jeff, for this introduction on the key technical characteristics of Versiloc. And all of these technical characteristics of Versiloc can help us to optimize the process of the hem adhesive. If we are looking on the top part of the slide, how is a standard process for hemming adhesive, we have the dispensation station, we have the marriage of the inner outer part, the hemming station, after the welding and after the heating station, Both stations are needed to lock the dimension and to provide the right stability of the part. After the hood of the door, the lift gate is ready to be shipped or to put on the track. With Versilock, we are able to change completely the process to save 2 stations. In fact, after dispensing of the Versilock, we can have as for the standard adhesive, the inner and outer marriage, and after the hemming station. And just immediately, the part can be put on the rack. And it's clear that without welding station, without heating station, we can provide clear saving in terms of capex, in terms of timing for the process. And that is one of the benefits of the Versilock that is provided. That is not only linked to the quality of the surface, but also the link of the optimization of the process. If we go a little bit more detail about what is the capital saving that we can have using Versilock, is obviously, as you can see on the both slide, there is some additional cost needed to use the 2K system Versilock, that is the red area that we are talking about, the pump system, the nozzle. But is more and more evident the saving that we can have in terms of equipment, energy, maintenance that are highlighted on the green area on the slide. And that is immediately available after the first year and is keeping time over time. That is an example over 3 years. So that is a sustainable way to think in a different point of view, the total cost approach of hemming process, saving both the quality and the CapEx investment. We start with a great dimensional stability that can provide the right quality of the part. And we are working in terms of process with very low rating or with no spot welding, so we can have optimization of the process. We are increasing the efficiency of the manufacturing, and we can save both in terms of labor, in terms of space, and provide a better working environment. Let's now talk to a different type of application. The adhesive that can be used on tailgate and spoiler that have some specific needs or specific characteristics. One of the characteristics that this kind of application can have is the read-through. That is unpleasant visible distortion of the bond line that is caused by a wrong adhesive that provides stress to the part. And that kind of defect is very common when we are talking about thin aluminum or steel or thermoplastic material. We are working, since this kind of substrate is used more and more in the market, we are working to define a specific type of Lord family adhesive that can support and this kind of joint technique without any kind of visual distortion, so without any kind of read-through and with the right performance. So the focus of this product line is to bonding the engineered plastics with the right performance without any kind of distortion, so without any kind of read-through. And in order to do that, we design 3 different products that have the main target to reduce the stress and delivery the bond without read-through, but to be flexible enough to meet all the manufacturing requirements. In fact, all of these products, Lord 810, Lord 0502, can have different curing profile in order to meet all the manufacturing requirements. And here there is a snapshot on more detail about the specific time need to reach the handling strength at a different temperature. because this is one of the key elements to identify what are the right working time for each single application. And if you have a specific working temperature, we can work together to identify the specific time that this kind of adhesive can provide to you. Here below, a great summary of the main characteristics of the Lord 800 series. Is a softer material that can improve the bonding performance, avoid any kind of read-through effect. Is a high elongation adhesive that can support the stress that is caused by the thermal expansion of the substrate. The curing profile is delivering the right bonding strength at the right time in order to support the majority part of the manufacturing process, and is easy to use, and the mix ratio is optimized in order to reduce the sinkerage during the curing time. Let's now to discover a new area, the battery box. In this area, there is another example of challenge that the adhesive can help to overcome, both in terms of performance, mean provide the right mechanical stability and also the thermal conductivity if needed, with the right efficiency in terms of manufacturing process, so no spot welding and reworking, and to provide the right flexibility on the process. Here you can have an overview about all the products that are designed for this kind of specific application, but let's us focus more on two specific adhesives, Lord A50 and Lord A52. That is one of the products that support a lot of our customers on the battery design. In fact, they are able to bond a huge range of unprepared material and composite, provide high performance in terms of durability, and very wide, huge range in terms of performance, in terms of temperature resistance. We are talking about battery. So in this case, the temperature is one of the key elements. And obviously, we have a long-term performance in terms of resistance of the solvent, UV exposure. And obviously, it's a non-sedging material, so we can really apply the material in each position to support all the process. If we are looking on more detail about the product characteristics, the two products are designed to meet the different type of process that there is on the market. The Lord 850 is more fast compared to Lord 852, but both performance are quite similar. So with this product range, we can provide the same performance to different manufacturing process. In terms of some takeaway about our presentation, using our Parker Load adhesive, we can bond different type of metal substrate and avoid some unnecessary process like welding or fastening or preheating, so make some optimization in terms of labor cost and cycle timing. We can increase the performance in terms of visual aspect in each surface, and we can offer different type of curing speed in order to fit different type of application. And several of these products contain glass beads, and this is a great benefit to provide immediately the bond line control to prevent overclamping. We are in the market for over 40 years to provide adhesive solution, and we are the best partner for your lightweight strategy. We are not just an adhesive company. We can provide different type of solution for our lightweight vehicle or heavy vehicle, focus on the thermal management, on the battery pack. And here in this slide, you can have a snapshot about what we can offer the market. And we are at your disposal for any question may you have. Thanks for your time. We hope this webinar was informative. And here below, our contact email on phone for any question. Having said that, let's start with our question and answer section.